Hello and welcome to Sew with Christine. Here is a detailed tutorial on how to cut and sew this asymmetrical top with side string. If this is what you're interested in watching, then stick with me to the end. We are going to be drafting this pattern on this paper and I've folded this into two. So from the top here, I will start by measuring the chest line, which is 8.5 inches, the bust point line, which is 10 inches, and I'll mark 18 inches for the waistline, next the top length. I'll come to this side and I'll mark the same measurements on this side. After marking, I'll go ahead and connect all the marked points together. So I'll go ahead now and label the lines. We have CL, bust points, waistline, and top length. On this area here at the top, I'm going to mark 2.5 inches for the neck width and I will mark 7 inches for the half shoulder width. I'll come downward here by 2.5 inches. Next, I'll come to the shoulder width and drop this by 1 inch for the shoulder slope. Afterwards, I will connect this way. Then I'll bring in my curve ruler to connect the neck width to the neck depth. Then from the shoulder point where you have your half shoulder width measurement, you're going to mark the length of your sleeve. On this part here, I'm going to mark 10.5 inches. Next, I'll come downward here by 1 inch. After marking, I will bring in my straight ruler and connect to meet with the shoulder slope. So this area, I'm just going to use a curve to blend both lines. On the chest line, I'll go ahead and mark 7 inches for the half shoulder width measurements. Then I will connect using a straight line. I'll go ahead now and divide this line into two. Then I'll go inward by ½ inch. Then on the chest line, I'm going to mark the quarter bust measurements, then connect using my curve ruler. Coming to this part, I want the width of the sleeve to be 7 inches. So I have ½ inch there left over. I'm going to blend this inward like so and cancel the first line. On the waistline, I'll mark the quarter waist measurement. Then I'll come to the top length line and do the same. After marking, I will use my curve now to connect all these lines. Next, I will come inward here by 2.5 inches. Then draw a curve this way to meet with the side of this pattern. Once this is done, I'll go ahead now and cut this out. So from the thumbnail, you realize that one sleeve is long and the other is just on the shoulder. That's why I've drawn what you are seeing here. So to get the asymmetrical neckline, from the middle, I'm going to mark 7 inches, which is for the shoulder. Then from there, I will go ahead and mark 6 inches. So you can make use of 6 inches, you can make use of 5 inches, depending on how you want the shoulder to drop. Next, I'll go ahead now and use my straight ruler to connect to that 6 inches. Afterwards, I'll open this up and cut out the neckline. I'm going to cut out this armhole area since we can see what we have drawn here. Then I'll extend the waistline to the side. From that waistline, I'm going to come up by 4 inches, then connect that 4 inches to the bust point line. So what we're about to do now is we want to draw the lines that we will slash open. So I'll go ahead and begin to mark 2.5 inches. You can mark 3 inches depending. But before we draw the lines, I'm going to fold this into two and come up here by 1 inch just to give the hem a little curve. Next, I'll go ahead and cut that out. So I'll open this up and begin to draw the lines to the side. Just draw the lines, it doesn't have to be perfect. Then I'll come to the shoulder area. From the thumbnail, you realize that one part of the sleeve has gathers or pleats. So I'm going to draw the lines, 3 lines on this shoulder here. Alright, now we'll be transferring our pattern to our fabric, and I have 2 yards of this cotton spandex fabric here. It's stretchy. I'm going to open this up now so that we can transfer the drafted pattern onto this fabric. You're going to lay your pattern onto this before you cut out the lines. That way it's going to be easy. So I've gone ahead now to pin all these areas down onto the fabric, the areas that we won't be spreading. So you cut out these lines so that you can spread them. So I want the spread to be 3.5 inches. You can make yours 2 inches, 2.5, depending on you. Once you spread to 3.5 or whatever inches you want to use, you're just going to pin those papers down. I'll come to the shoulder now and begin to divide the lines. So upon dividing, I realized I didn't have enough fabric at the top, so I had to unpin what I've pinned, then repin them. I opened up the lines at the shoulder using 1.5 inches. Then for the side, I used 3.5 inches. If you look at this side, you realize that they are not following the same path. So the reason is because of this curve we have here after opening the shoulder area. So what you would need to do is to first draw a curve coming from the arm, just a slight curve to blend those areas. Then you are going to take your seam allowance. I'm using seam allowance of 1 inch. So I've added my 1 inch seam allowance to all of this except the top part and the armhole where I marked ½ inch seam allowance. So you're going to cut the hem and every other part following your seam allowance. Now I'll take out my pins and the pattern paper. So this is what the dress looks like. Next, we are going to cut the facing for this top. So I'm going to mark the neckline onto the facing. Then from the neck point here, I'm going to come inward by 4.5 inches to complete what we cut out for the shoulder width. We used up 2.5 inches for the neckline and we are left with 4.5 inches. So that is what I've just marked here. I'll do the same thing on this other side. Then I will take out my fabric and cut out the neckline. On this side, I'll come downward by 4 inches and on the other side, I'll also mark down 4 inches. Then I'm going to cut out my facing. Next, I'll go ahead now and fold the hem of this facing, both of them. And this is it, guys. I'm done hemming the base of the facing. So next, I'm going to place this right side facing right side on the main fabric. Then I will go ahead and stitch on this. And this is what it looks like. I'll begin to make notches on the areas that I have stitched on. And on this part where we have the 6 inches, we're just going to make a notch there. Afterwards, you're going to turn this to the right side. Then this part you notch, you're just going to bring this out so you can see your seam allowance there. Next, we are going to make our pleats. You can use gathers here, but I just want to use pleats. I'm going to make 3 pleats here. Once I make the pleats, I will pin them down. I'll do the same thing for the other one. I will bring them together and pleat those areas. Afterwards, I will lay one onto the other, that's the front over the back. Then I'll bring the shoulders this way. Next, I will pick the facing of one and use that facing to wrap the others. I'll repeat the same thing here. I'll hold all the shoulders this way. Then I will flip one facing over the others like so and I'll pin them down. Now I will go to the sewing machine to run my stitches over these areas. I'm done stitching this up. So let me turn this to the right side so you can see. You can see how aligned the pleats are on the shoulder area. So you want to put that into consideration when you are stitching yours. And this is what the inside looks like. Alright, next is for us to sew the sides. I'll run my stitches on both sides. Then I'm going to hem this sleeve area. After stitching the sides and the sleeve, I'm going to bring in a piece of fabric of about 1.5 inches wide. So we'll be using that now to pipe this armhole area here. And this is what we have here. The armhole area is all done. So I'm going to notch this arm part. So when you turn this dress to the right side, the sleeve area would be well relaxed. Next, I'm going to mark 15 inches here. I'll place my tape at 3 inches from the top part of this dress where we have the asymmetrical neckline. That is where I'm going to place my tape, 3 inches from the top. Then I'll measure down to the waistline. So whatever waistline you are working with, place your tape at 3 inches at the top there, then measure down to your waistline. So I'm going to open up this dress this way and transfer the mark I did to these top parts. So we are going to be stitching this down to create the channels for the string. So I've gone ahead now to sew the channels for the string, and you can see what this looks like. Now we have two channels there, and we also have two string. For the length of the string, I have this at 31 inches. So I'm going to use my pin now to hold this string and pass this through one of the channels. So once I get to this part where we have the mark, I'll take out my pin and use an office pin to hold this down. Then I'll go ahead and pass the second one. When I get to this point where we marked, I'll also pin this down in place. Then go to the sewing machine and stitch on this area to keep the string in place. And this is it, guys. I am done stitching up the string. Next is for us to draw this up and tie our string at the side. So we are done with the making of this dress. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.